subscribe.
Hello, this is TVWAN News. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, unclaimed bodies buried in NCD, Maneke emphasizes on coffee production policy, and Suara's rugby gets 40,000 support. The passing of Dr. Alphonse Gelu, Secretary for the Department of Provincial and Local Level Government, has been confirmed by his immediate family. Late Dr. Gelu was believed to have been in Alotau, Milne Bay Province for a short holiday when he succumbed to ongoing medical challenges. His body now awaits repatriation to Port Moresby. Minister for Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs Soroe Eoe informed media that Dr. Gelu passed away this morning. The late Dr. Gelu, after 10 years of serving as the Registrar of Political Parties and Candidates Commission, was appointed Secretary to the DPLLGA in March of 2022. Among his many achievements while he was Registrar at the OLL-IPAC include mentoring programs for women intending candidates and awareness on political parties and emphasis to vote for political parties. 79 unclaimed bodies and body parts were buried in 2 mass graves at the 9 Mile Cemetery in the National Capital District today. Director of Medical Services at Port Moresby General Hospital, Dr. Connie Sobby, said that there are currently 295 unclaimed bodies of the deceased at the hospital morgue.
Director of Medical Services at Port Moresby General Hospital, Dr. Connie Sobby, said there were 92 unclaimed bodies and body parts which were at the morgue from March to July 2022. These were buried today. Dr. Sobby said last year they did just 1 mass burial for unclaimed bodies brought to the morgue between January and March of 2022. At the burial site today, a morgue attendant confirmed only 79 coffin boxes, including 50 bodies laid in the 2 mass graves, 36 in one and 14 in the other, with 29 body parts. Hospital morgue attendants said that after the media notice went out, some families retrieved bodies of the deceased relatives for private burials. Those that were not claimed are now laid in 2 unmarked graves at the back of the main 9 Mile Cemetery, sadly with no ceremony nor relatives to bid them farewell. Dr. Sobby said they will prepare this month for any unclaimed bodies from August to December 2022 and plan another mass burial next month. Frida Kana, TV1 News.
The National Capital District Provincial Health Authority and the Port Moresby General Hospital are in discussion on how best to address the deteriorating state of the public city's public morgue. NCD PHA CEO Dr. Stephen Yenny said discussions have taken place and the National Capital District Commission is aware that the mortuary at the PMGH is full and can no longer accommodate dead bodies.
Every year, the Port Moresby General Hospital mortuary is forced to deal with unclaimed dead bodies. During the Christmas and New Year period, the NCDC-run mortuary could no longer take in new bodies because it is filled up to capacity. Because the morgue is the vicinity of the hospital, it has been forced to address the issue. NCD Provincial Health Authority CEO Dr. Stephen Yenny said discussions have taken place between NCD PHA and POMGEN management.
The pressing issue is basically how do we make sure that we address the current bodies outside of the layout and not being in the cruiser. That's basically the issue which those discussions will be subject to PMGH management team discussing with the NCDC going forward on the issues.
Dr. Yene said the NCD PHA will purchase container-sized coolers to accommodate the dead bodies, while the hospital and NCDC conduct a mass burial as part of its short-term plan to address the situation.
Container-sized cooler to get more to support POMGEN so they can be able to manage the current load on the number of corpses, the dead bodies up there. I think the second most important thing is if those bodies that are basically already went beyond recognizable appearance because of the capacity of the coolers up there is not working properly, then they can liaise with NCDC to immediately execute a mass burial, which I believe that will be taking immediate effect very soon.
Meanwhile, a mass burial of unclaimed bodies took place at 9 Mile Cemetery today. Jumaima Sukbat, TVWAN News.
Hanwabada village witnessed the presentation of a brand new ambulance to Larabada Clinic today. Motokoitabu Chairman and Acting Governor Daddy Toka Jr. presented the keys to the ambulance to Sister Helen Dawanikura in the presence of the family of late Dikana Boge. Sister Helen said the ambulance will immensely serve the people who depended on taxi services to transport patients to Port Moresby General Hospital and Gereu Hospital.
This is the clinic's first official ambulance provided by the government since its establishment 6 years ago. The Laurabada Clinic was an initiative of the late Dikana Boge, a local councillor. The ambulance has been named after him. Motu Koita, Chairman and Acting Governor Daddy Toka Jr., says he understands the challenges faced by LLG leaders to upkeep and maintain such services. Hence, he is happy that the Motu Koita Assembly is delivering this service to the people.
It's an important service that we need in our villages for the mothers that cannot get to delivery rooms at Port Moresby General Hospital or Gereu, to the older generation that are unable to get to these services as well.
The NCD Provincial Health Authority has also committed support to the clinic.
I basically have a look through the clinic this morning, so we're making some commitments today to bring in more support for you the next coming weeks.
Sister Helen Dawanikura, nurse in charge of Laurabada Clinic, said the ambulance will now ease the burden of looking for vehicle to transport patients to the referral hospitals.
It will make my clinic running smoothly because I have transport here. I had transport problem taking my patients to General Hospital. Very, very expensive because we would use taxi, go and come back when our little vehicle broke down.
Jumaima Sukbat, TVWAN News.
COVID-19 is an ongoing global pandemic currently storming countries around the world and vigorously forcing public health workers to work tirelessly. 2 weeks ago, Papua New Guinea experienced its fifth wave of COVID-19 infection with over 46,284 cases and 600 deaths recorded as of 8th of December 2022.
New Ireland province has had 50% positivity rate in the number of samples that tested for COVID-19 since November 2022 at Keving General Hospital. Deputy Controller Dr. Downey Eserom and 5 staff from the National COVID-19 Control Center were in New Ireland province in December 2022 to support the New Ireland Provincial Health Authority to respond to the COVID-19 surge. The team also visited the Kevin General Hospital, Namatanai Hospital, Lakurumau, Lemakot, and Tinkoris health facilities, respectively, to conduct triage, assessment, and identify most significant activities that the PHA must undertake to respond to the surge. New Ireland PHA was encouraged to do more testing for COVID-19 in all the health facilities that are currently not testing, and to ensure that vaccination is rolled out for frontline workers and the vulnerable groups. Dr. Downey also confirmed that funding has been provided to the PHA to roll out the vaccination program in the province. Out of 32 health facilities, only 6 are rolling out COVID-19 vaccines. He urged all the PHAs to be vigilant and be prepared for a possible nationwide surge in COVID-19 cases. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
This is TVWAN News. We'll have the day's other stories when we return. Stay tuned.
Save time and money and pay your TV bills with a breeze. Call us today on toll-free number 1515 to set up your monthly postpaid TV subscription. And if you do, you can watch Digicel TV on your mobile for free. No data costs and no additional subscription. Don't miss out. Call us today for your residential postpaid TV package today. Digicel TV. More channels, more choice, more value.
St. John Ambulance, how can we help you?
Calls like these are a part of our day-to-day routine at St. John Ambulance.
Space, this is Alpha 130. We cannot locate the patient or the house.
Our crew is unable to locate you. Ma'am, I would like to send you a text which has a link that can help us find you.
Introducing the GoodSim application. When you click on the link, you give us permission to log into your location and get to you in time.
Confirmed of space. Alpha 130 has arrived on scene.
Paying for your PNG air ticket with Cell Money is now possible. Visit the website www.pngair.com.pg to make a booking and select Cell Money as the payment option. You will receive a confirmation email including Cell Money reference number and the amount to pay within 24 hours. Once done, dial *888#, select option 4 Bill Pay, select PNG Air, enter the Cell Money reference number. You will receive a pop-up message asking you to confirm that all your information provided is correct. Enter the Cell Money PIN to confirm the payment. You will receive an email for PNG Air with your ticket details. Call 888 for assistance. Cell Money, a product of Digicel.
Video marketing is the latest trend in today's world. We at Trend Media have the expertise and unrivaled multimedia platforms to take your messages to the next level. Our TVWAN platform gets the most audiences from Filipino dramas, popular sports telecasts, and up-to-date live news. Advertise on Digicel TV and TVWAN to bring your messages to the center stage. For more information, contact Trend Media today.
We're running out of leads.
That's where genetic genealogy comes in. From that DNA sample, they were able to put together a composite of what the suspect may look like.
Authorities call her the first true female serial killer.
I started becoming fascinated with death.
The fantasy started getting more deviant.
I killed him as cold as ice. I kill again.
I was really aware of the evil I was capable of.
Welcome back. Minister for Arts, Culture and Tourism Izzy Henry Leonard, who was the official guest of honor at a local church opening in Wabeg district of Enga province on Tuesday. The opening of the Limanda Seventh-day Adventist Church coincided with the presentation of financial assistance to a local community cultural and tourism project. Minister Leonard presented 5,000 kina each to the local SDA churches, Amala SDA Church, Wabeg Town SDA Church, and Lenki SDA Church. Host Church Sangurap SDA Church received 10,000 kina. Minister Leonard then presented another 25,000 kina to the local Limanda community to support its tourism, arts and culture project that was recently established in the area. Minister for Oil Palm and MP for Nakanai, Francis Maneke, has supported and commended the work of women in agriculture. Maneke said women must be considered as paramount importance in the way we do business, especially in agriculture and subsistence farming.
Without women at home, a family cannot be fed. Minister for Oil Palm, Francis Maneke, made these remarks when witnessing the launch of the National Agriculture Research Institute Strategy and Framework 2022 to 2031 in Ley, Morobe Province recently. This is a corporate blueprint of agricultural research for economic development, food security, and resilient communities. Minister Maneke said women researchers must always be considered in every decisions we do in terms of the agriculture research and findings.
Without women at home, we cannot be fed. And in order to do it in agricultural activities that we do, we must make sure women are also taken paramount in the way we do business in terms of our agriculture, subsistence farming, or whatever programs we do.
The Minister for Oil Palm also encouraged researchers at NARI to do more research to drive the future of agricultural commodities in the country. He added that climate change and global warming effect must also be considered when dealing with agricultural commodities.
It's only research that will drive the future of these very important commodities. It has to be more land-oriented. It has to be on best practice oriented programs, and it has to be on our future in terms of our market. And that is why we really have to take on board climate change and global warming impacts. We cannot afford to neglect what's globally been affecting the world today. We got to be part of the globe in order for us to do business. And I'm very happy to be here today to witness this very important program.
Freddie Moe, TVWAN News.
Meantime, Minister for Oil Palm and MP for Nakanai, Francis Maneke, has also supported the coffee commodity in the country and urged all the people to start planting coffee as well as oil palm.
Top 10 kilo employees supporting coffee, one time oil palm, we can make in future but the country. Na future bloimium by Lugut more in terms of economy, na to Lulu bloimium, Liglit man na Mary Lo one place. Rota Mr. Penis, Prime Minister now just like government making penis, you may ban him Tassel, Governor Bloimiloi, Western Islands are making this lato. Now I'm tired, let me make him work. You need Tassel by making by work by come up. So today, you know that I must work.
Coffee has the potential to provide income for households and government revenue. However, some coffee-producing countries have continued to witness a decline in the quantity of coffee produced because of various challenges, and PNG is one of them.
The coffee industry has experienced various challenges, among which low production is one of the most crucial problems encountered directly by smallholder farmers. These constraints have generated low yields that pose challenges to small-scale farmers' livelihoods. Researchers and coffee farmers often perceive pests and diseases as the primary factor that contributes to the low yield in coffee production. According to findings by the country's think tank, the PNG National Research Institute, it revealed that PNG has several opportunities for coffee production. However, coffee production in the country is restricted by challenges such as coffee berry borer or CBB, coffee leaf rust or CLR, inadequate access to extension services, and inadequate access to marketing and processing facilities. The report recommended that coffee production can be improved by addressing the challenges that restrict the production of coffee. This has the potential to sustain or increase income for coffee growers, households, and government revenue. Prime Minister James Marape last month launched the government's policy on coffee in Jiwaka province. The policy includes a target of 2,500 trees per family to be planted that aims to return interest to PNG's hallmark commodity that once was the highest agricultural revenue earner in the country. The Prime Minister also announced that the government would make sure that the price of coffee remains constant between 7 kina and 13 kina per kilogram for growers throughout the year beginning this year 2023. Freddie Moe, TVWAN News.
And that ends the news segment. In sports, Gaming and Control Board supports Suara's rugby tournament with 40,000 kina.
Video marketing is the latest trend in today's world. We at Trend Media have the expertise in unrivaled multimedia platforms to take your messages to the next level. Our TVWAN platform gets the most audiences from Filipino dramas, popular sports telecasts, and up-to-date live news. Advertise on Digicel TV and TV1 to bring your messages to the center stage. For more information, contact Trend Media today.
Get rewarded! With Digicel Rewards, you'll get rewarded with loyalty points on every top-up of 3 kina or more. That's right, the more you top up, the more loyalty points you earn. Use your loyalty points how you like. Use them to get free one-top brand bundles, free data plans, free talk plans, or use for main account credit, or even bonus credit. It's your loyalty points, so use them however you choose. Your loyalty points, your way. Text redeem to 162121 to use your loyalty points, stay connected, and get rewarded only with Digicel.
Save time and money and pay your TV bills with a breeze. Call us today on toll-free number 1515 to set up your monthly postpaid TV subscription. And if you do, you can watch Digicel TV on your mobile for free. No data costs and no additional subscription. Don't miss out. Call us today for your residential postpaid TV package today. Digicel TV. More channels, more choice, more value.
St. John Ambulance, how can we help you?
Calls like these are a part of our day-to-day routine at St. John Ambulance.
Office base, this is Alpha 130. We cannot locate the patient or the house.
Our crew is unable to locate you. Ma'am, I would like to send you a text which has a link that can help us find you.
Introducing the GoodSim application. When you click on the link, you give us permission to log into your location and get to you in time.
Confirmed office base. Alpha 130 has arrived on scene.
Welcome back. The National Gaming Control Board today presented a check for 40,000 kina to the Suara's Rugby Union Club of Biala, West New Britain Province. The funding donation will go towards assisting the club run a first-ever Suara Satellite Rugby Sevens tournament at Matililiu village next week.
Rugby enthusiasts in the West New Britain township of Biala and its surrounding communities are embracing themselves for the first ever Suara Satellite Rugby Sevens tournament set for the weekend of 12th to the 14th of January 2023. Today, the Biala Suara's Rugby Union Club executive was presented with a check donation of 40,000 kina by the National Gaming Control Board, which will go towards facilitating for the upcoming Sevens tournament. In her opening remarks, Agon commended Solomon and his executive for coming up with such initiative that can help change the community, especially the mindset and attitude of youth to keep away from illegal activities. She added that through sport, young people find discipline and a purpose in life. She challenged the club executive to make full use of the donation in the sporting space and to create other pathways for the youth to education and employment opportunities as well.
And my challenge to you and the team is, if we can use sports and work together, try to educate these young people. Because the biggest thing I realized with our Give Back program, and when we give in sports, we see that a lot of our young people are disadvantaged. They can come and play for Kumus today or play for Antas today, but what is their career path? Where do they go after this? So I'd like to see that clubs like yours work with the members, work with the business houses as well, not only the National Gaming Control Board, and we have a pathway for these young people.
Yes. Solomon admitted 40,000 was more than what they asked for. He was immensely grateful.
Biala Suarez is a rugby union team. Biala is known for rugby league because that's where Marcus Bai come from, and we have a lot of very good players come from there and in rugby league. But now we went into rugby union because we want to drive both, code in the province, in the district, so that we can see the potential.
Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
The inaugural Biala Suara Satellite Rugby Sevens tournament fever is gaining momentum as the locals in and around the Biala township wait in anticipation for the first ever organized Rugby Sevens tournament. Mataliliu village in East Nakanai is the host of the three-day event, scheduled from the 12th to the 14th of January 2023. Rugby league is big in the area, influenced by the rise of Biala's favorite son and PNG's first home-ground NRL cult hero, Marcus Bai, back in the 90s. A very excited chairman of the Biala Suara's Rugby Football Union Club, Andrew Solomon, said they will use the event as a launch pad for rugby union in Biala and the surrounding communities to engage youths and change their mindset.
Game as a tool to drive change in the community in a lot of things, because at this stage, if you know, in West Britain there's a lot of illegal activities that is happening and doesn't pay the good name for the province. So we'd like to change the community through a tool which is called sports, and we want to use that to change the community and bring a lot of change in the community for the young boys and girls, so that they will see that there is a life outside on the village, that they can come out and play and build themselves, not only in sports, but they can go to find extend their educational career, or they can also come out to help themselves find an employment outside.
And that wraps up the news tonight. Remember to apply the following simple measures to prevent the transmission of the coronavirus. Regularly wash your hands with soap and water, cough or sneeze into your elbow, and exercise social distancing. If you are feeling sick, please stay at home. You can also call the COVID-19 hotline number for more information or assistance. Pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
With digital Salmoni,